I just held people.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, so listen. Okay.
When we shot
I
at
actually
them,
haven't
they were like,
looked at
"Don't
the
shoot us, bro,
officers
we're
involved, but there was people put in on 9s for witness tampering when there was no witness involved.
I know.
Yeah, so I'm just,
but the way it reads, I explained
exactly,
this to the person
is
that
the
made
problem,
this arrest.
Tony.
I understand
the way
that.
it reads.
I know.
Is
this
stupidity.
Is the problem.
It isn't the
because there's
problem.
back and forth petty fuckingness. It literally is the problem.
No, the problem. Well, sure. So if the judges are get in the car, Tony. If the judges are stupid, why do we have to be stupid, Tony? We don't have to be.
Because nobody checks the fucking judges. This is the reason that this shit happens.
Listen, it isn't. If the police are the ones that put them in jail, the police are the problem.
Okay, so if we put them in jail,
listen, we are a different faction. If the criminals do something and go to jail, it's their fault, right?
Listen, if we put somebody in for a righteous crime and a judge looks at this and says there's no comma in this definition, there's no
how is it always the judge's fault?
This,
I don't understand.
This can be interpreted this way. I'm throwing this entire thing out. Why are we going to continue to make these arrests? So if an officer is like, you know what? This keeps happening to me. I'm going to fuck somebody for the literal definition of this law. Can you fault them?
It wasn't the literal definition, though. It said witness. There's no definition of what a witness is.
The heading says witness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's also a problem. There is no definition of a witness. Technically, a police officer can be a witness, a professional witness.
Yeah. So that's the point, though, Tony. Listen. If the police, if the judges are stupid, that doesn't mean we need to be stupid. Why would we punish criminals or civilians? Well, I mean, we should punish criminals, but why punish civilians for the judges' wrongdoing?
Because it's a giant fucking shithole.
Hey, have you considered this, Tony? Listen, I know all these guys like to make these.
Don't say you're like, boy,
I know all these guys. I know all these guys like to make excuses. But for the last 9 months, they've been having meetings at the town hall in which you can talk to the judges and, you know, try to explain this sort of shit, and nobody ever does it. All they like to do is cry. Listen, you know why, Tony? Because they're a bunch of fucking pussies.
But if a judge sees something that is wrong, right? Just like witness tampering, why didn't the judge just request to fix it?
Because it has to go through the town hall.
Okay, then they should put that on. That should be one of their jobs. Literally look at the laws and see if they make sense. Then why is that still there?
Because it has to go through the town hall, Tony. If you go to the town hall and bring it up,
I understand that.
Simple.
Kael, you're not understanding me. A judge can go through the criminal book and be like, oh shit, this crime is stupid as fuck. It needs more foundation, or it's lacking. Why can't they?
Because they need to do it through town hall like every other person in the planet.
Okay, you keep harping on it. You're not letting me finish. It could
I
literally go through the criminal book and say, they could go to the crown hall and say, yeah, listen, I'm Judge so-and-so. I found these list of crimes that are lacking definition or sound stupid as fuck. And somebody's going to be Captain Big Nuts and make a stupid arrest with this. I request that we change this. Do you guys agree?
Yeah. So could the police.
But that's not our job. We don't make laws. We enforce them.
It is. It's everybody as a civilian go to this place and request changes.
No, I understand.
In the penal code. That's how it works in this city. That's exactly how it works, and it's been like that forever.
You are harping on one portion that I am not trying to make the point of. I understand we're supposed to go to the town hall and request changes. That is not the issue. But if we are literally here to enforce laws, the other factions to make the laws, they should be able to go through the criminal law and see that an issue is there.
They don't make the laws. They maintain the laws and can change it on our request.
Okay.
The judges are there to listen to us when we go to town hall meetings and say, hey, we want this changed. And then they bring it to the Senate, and then the Senate changes it.
I'm going to propose to High Command to choose somebody to go through the law and the law book and just find all the stupidly written fucking crimes. And then bring it to the Senate and then request that we change them so we don't have this issue.
Yeah, you could also
that was supposed to be somebody's job.
You could also request for them to change what unlawful means, or what witness tampering means, or what a witness is, and define things too.
Of course they can. This was a whole game of just being petty. It's just a game of being back and forth petty.
I know it's like that, but that's what I'm saying. The thing is, when we do this and we're petty to civilians, the civilians get fucked. They're not the ones being petty, but then they do become petty and they start doing magnum seasons, and then everything goes to shit because everybody's
come
doing
on. it. Kael, we've been cops here for years. They will literally find any fucking reason to do a magnum. Oh, you drove through the south side?
Oh,
magnum.
Of course they will.
Oh, you pissed on my grass? Magnum. Oh, you searched me because I did something stupid? Magnum.
It's
that's not even an excuse.
It's a lot easier to hate somebody when they do some dumb shit that's hateful or spiteful.
Anyway, I had to put some dudes in on the 9 because he wanted to go to a bench trial, and I had to run to go pick up.
So you up there right now?
Me? Yeah. So we got to go pick him up.
What did he do?
But literally, let me run you through this one. This isn't even a dumb shit. This is actual just what happened. Let's say you're traveling down this road here, right? We have the straight, right? And you see this driveway right here?
Yeah, the casino driveway.
Let's say somebody that's traveling the opposite direction elects to turn into that driveway in front of you, and you fucking hit them. Their bike blows up and then blows up a car.
Yeah.
Who do you think is at fault? You having the right of way, or somebody turning in front of you?
Oh, of course I would have gave them reckless driving. I've already been writing negligent driving tickets all day.
Okay, so somebody turns in front of you. You agree on that, right?
Yeah, I mean, unless there's a fucking yield sign or something.
Oh, there's nothing. Let's take it a step further. Let's say that asshole, after you telling him he's an idiot and it's his fault, decides to go into the trunk of your vehicle, start looking for shit, and you tell him to stop, and he doesn't stop, and then he starts running away, and then you tase him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Try to put him in handcuffs. He slips out of handcuffs. A dog comes running out of fucking nowhere, and then the words that are uttered from his mouth is "Get him, get him, get him." And you know what the dog does? It gets this officer, starts biting him. Not once, but a couple of times.
Okay.
What would you do?
I mean, I'd probably fucking shoot the dog in the face to start with.
Well, I shot him.
And the dog.
I shot him first, and then the dog.
Yeah, I'd probably shoot him
neck.
first, and then the dog, just in case the dog stop biting.
Yeah. So then his argument now, because I charged him with failure to yield, resisting arrest, and assault with a deadly weapon for the dog, right?
Okay.
So his defense is that the dog wasn't his. That's a dog that belongs out there, and he was cheering the dog on, when clearly he was giving instructions, not cheering.
Yeah, I mean, if he says get him, he's,
Good,
you know.
troopers.
What's going on, buddy?
Not too much, not too much.
So now he wants to go to a bench trial for that.
Okay. I mean, is he in here? Do you know us?
I honestly forgot his fucking name. Hold on, let me see.
I feel bad for the dog.
I think the dog got away, honestly.
Yo, guys, dude, like, imagine if there was a dumb charge as a police officer,
negligent driving
and you
tickets,
just
I've
went
been
to the
arrested
town
people
hall
for it.
meeting and got it changed. How crazy would that be, dude? Instead of crying about it. That's pretty crazy, man.
He looks like he might be in prison still. Salim Shakib.
It's only been there 9 months as well. That's pretty crazy, dude.
You know, were you inside there?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. You just like to chill in prison?
Is there a way we can see who's in there out here?
Wait, we can see who's in here?
I don't know. I know you can as the DLC. I'm just not sure if we can do anything in here. Guess not.
Let me check on the radio.
Dispatch 255, 76,
215 to DOC.
71 to split you.
Copy, 55, marking you out.
Is there
They
a
can at the
Salim
desk.
Shakib in custody?
We're inside. Oh. That's it. Oh, visitation?
Okay, it's over here. It's supposed to be a book on the desk.
39910 and actives.
Copy, marking
it's
back
right
in
here,
service
Kael.
1609. There's a active jewelry store on channel 1. No dispatch required. And a 1071 on San Andreas.
I don't think he's in.
Nah, he's not in here. What the fuck?
That's pretty dope. The difference between a cop and a criminal is a thin line. It isn't actually, because there's no definition of what unlawful means or what a criminal is. So technically, we're all criminals. If we want to do it like that, dude.
He might be off radio, boss. Because
Why would cops be responsible for changing it? Shouldn't criminals who are unhappy with the law be the ones voicing it and changing it? What?
About 45 minutes ago on that.
Anybody, that's the point. Any civilian. Police are also civilians when they go to these meetings. Anybody. If you were a cop IRL, would you go and put somebody in jail permanently instead of just like going to the a meeting and saying, hey, this is probably you know, worded weird? You know what I mean? Like, what do you even mean? Why would you think civilians are gonna read all that shit as well though? Just fucking ruin someone. I mean, it is America. Some cops would do it, but Jesus Christ, you do that these days, you fucking end up on YouTube and in jail. You gotta be careful what you do as a cop these days.
Uh, 215, is there a flop dugong on the radio?
I
mean, the point I'm making is, it's obvious that these charges can be interpreted.
I don't think this dude. I think this dude's just roaming around. Whatever. I really don't care. Let's go.
Okay, just give me 1 second. Yeah,
Kael.
just give me 1 second. Yeah, 1 sec.
All right, I'm gonna carry you.
The point is,
195.
just because a charge is stupid or it can somehow be distorted to fit in to fit in some like bullshit charge, if you really misconstrued it, that doesn't mean you do it. At that point, you're being a cunt in roleplay. You are. You're just being a shitty person in roleplay, dude.
When do you want a coffee?
You gotta remember, everyone's here to try and have fun. And I know the criminals push back on cops. I've you know, witnessed it myself. But there's a reason I think a lot of this shit kicks off. What if it's their character? To make people feel like shit in a server? Get a new character.
Or to be on the lookout for a blue in color.
You can be an asshole without ruining 3 days of somebody's shit. Just for fucking content.